China just rolled out a stealth fighter that's making the Pentagon sweat. The J-20S. 2 seats, 2 crew members, 1 mission, command drone swarms, and dominate Pacific skies. Not a trainer, not a prototype. A fully operational combat aircraft already flying. 300 J-20s in service. Over 100 more rolling off production lines every year. America fields 186 F-22s, none in production. The math doesn't lie. And the J-20S? That's China's checkmate move. The J-20S impacts Pacific security due to its unprecedented combination of stealth, extended range, manned-unmanned teaming, and production numbers that could overwhelm limited American fifth-generation assets in regional conflict. Here's why this matters. In November 2024, China officially debuted the J-20S at the Zhuhai Air Show. 4 twin-seat Mighty Dragons flew in diamond formation, the first public display of the world's only operational 2-crew stealth fighter designed for combat rather than training. The second seat isn't for instruction. It's occupied by a mission systems officer managing electronic warfare, coordinating with unmanned aerial vehicles, and overseeing complex tactical operations that would overwhelm a single pilot. This transforms the J-20S from fighter into flying command center. But capabilities alone don't explain the threat. Numbers do. China has produced over 250 J-20 aircraft with production rates exceeding 100 units annually. By comparison, America fields 186 F-22 Raptors, none in production, and deploys limited F-35 numbers forward in the Pacific. In a Taiwan Strait scenario lasting weeks, China could surge J-20 sorties that American forces simply cannot match without reinforcements from CONUS taking days to arrive. The strategic calculation changes when your adversary fields more stealth fighters than you can counter simultaneously. The J-20S's most distinctive feature is its tandem cockpit configuration, making it the first operational 5th-generation stealth fighter with 2 crew members. This isn't about training pilots. It's about redefining combat capabilities. The second seat houses a mission systems officer whose responsibilities include managing electronic warfare systems, coordinating attacks from friendly aircraft via networking, and controlling unmanned combat aerial vehicles linked through loyal wingman systems. The J-20S splits responsibilities. The pilot focuses on flying and tactical maneuvering. The MSO manages the digital battlefield, directing loyal wingman drones like the FH-97A or GJ-11, orchestrating swarm attacks, conducting reconnaissance missions, and executing electronic suppression operations. This dual-crew setup allows the J-20S to function as a tactical command node in the sky. In March 2023, military analyst Zhang Xiufeng told Chinese state media that the second pilot acts like a number 10 player in soccer, who could both score points on his own and command the members of the warplane formation in combat. Chinese experts believe this loyal wingman capability places the J-20S between 5th and 6th generation standards. Fu Qianshao, another military analyst, stated, "If it does have the ability to command loyal wingmen, I believe it can even be regarded as the world's first 5.5th generation fighter jet." The J-20S can guide multiple drones simultaneously, leveraging artificial intelligence and real-time data fusion to execute coordinated strikes. This positions it as a force multiplier capable of extending reach and influence far beyond traditional fighter roles. One of the most significant upgrades powering the J-20S is the WS-15 engine, China's domestically developed high-thrust turbofan. The WS-15 generates between 18 and 20 tons of thrust per engine. With 2 engines, the J-20S produces comparable power to American 5th-generation fighters, while finally ending China's reliance on Russian AL-31F engines that limited earlier variants. The WS-15 enables supercruise, sustained supersonic flight without fuel-guzzling afterburners. This offers multiple tactical advantages. The aircraft maintains high speeds while conserving fuel, extending operational range and endurance. It reduces the infrared signature associated with afterburner use, enhancing stealth. It improves rapid response to threats and repositioning in combat zones. Supercruise also enhances maneuverability, particularly at high altitudes and speeds. This makes the J-20S more agile in beyond visual range engagements, and better equipped to evade incoming missiles. The J-20's combat radius of 1,200 miles dwarfs the F-22's 460-mile range. This extended reach allows J-20S formations to patrol the entire South China Sea, reach Taiwan and return without refueling, and threaten U.S. bases in Japan and Guam, all without vulnerable aerial refueling operations. That range advantage is strategic. China lacks America's global basing infrastructure and aerial refueling fleet. The J-20 compensates through internal fuel capacity and efficient engines designed for Pacific distances. Stealth and sensor capabilities. Stealth remains a cornerstone of J-20S design, though analysts debate its effectiveness compared to American platforms. The aircraft features a chiseled nose, canted vertical stabilizers, diverterless supersonic inlets, and internal weapons bays, all optimized to reduce radar cross-section. S-shaped engine ducts help conceal engine radar signatures. Advanced radar-absorbent materials coat the airframe. U.S. Air Force General Kenneth Wilsbach stated the J-20 is not as stealthy as the F-22 or F-35, but possesses just enough radar-evading capabilities to take seriously. The Canard Delta wing configuration, while providing excellent lift and maneuverability, increases frontal radar signature compared to the F-22's cleaner profile. But stealth isn't the J-20S's only survivability feature. The Type 147.5 ASA radar offers detection ranges exceeding 200 kilometers. In 2025, China announced a breakthrough in silicon carbide semiconductors that reportedly tripled the J-20's ASA radar detection range to 1,000 kilometers, surpassing the F-35's 200-300 kilometer range. If accurate, this transforms beyond visual range combat. The J-20S could detect American fighters before they detect the J-20S, negating some of the F-22 and F-35's stealth advantage through superior sensor reach. The aircraft also features infrared search and track systems and distributed aperture sensors, providing 360-degree coverage similar to the F-35's DAS. These passive sensors detect threats without emitting radar signals that reveal position, weapons, and combat capability. The J-20S carries weapons suited for both air superiority and precision strike roles. Internal weapons bays hold PL-15 long-range air-to-air missiles featuring ASA radar seekers and ranges exceeding 200 kilometers. For close-range engagements, the aircraft uses PL-10E infrared-guided missiles optimized for high off-bore sight targeting. The J-20S can also deploy precision-guided munitions and potentially hypersonic weapons in future configurations. External pylons allow beast mode operations when stealth isn't priority, dramatically increasing payload capacity at the cost of radar signature. At maximum loadout, the J-20 can carry 27,988 pounds of internal and external weaponry. That's more than an F-35's 18,000-pound beast mode capacity. The larger airframe, 67 feet long with 44-foot wingspan, provides bomb truck capability that American stealth fighters simply don't match. But raw payload isn't the revolutionary capability. It's how those weapons get employed. In potential Taiwan Strait conflict, the J-20S coordinates with drone wingmen. The manned fighter stays beyond surface-to-air missile range, while loyal wingmen UAVs push forward, gather intelligence, conduct electronic warfare, and strike targets. The J-20S provides targeting data, authorizes weapons release, and manages the entire engagement from relative safety. This manned-unmanned teaming amplifies threats by coordinating drone swarms to overwhelm defenses, disrupt enablers like tankers and AWACS, and provide real-time tactical oversight, potentially shifting air superiority dynamics across the Taiwan Strait. Production numbers and deployment. Here's where the threat becomes quantifiable. China has produced over 250 J-20 aircraft by 2024, with production rates exceeding 100 units annually. Projections suggest 1,000 J-20s by the early 2030s. Though that timeline may be optimistic, it demonstrates China's industrial commitment. By comparison, America built 195 F-22 Raptors, 187 operational, with production ending in 2011. The F-35 program produces more aircraft, but forward-deployed Pacific numbers remain limited due to global commitments. The PLA AF has equipped 12 air brigades with J-20s by 2024, with 3 brigades entirely reliant on the aircraft. Each brigade operates approximately 24 to 30 fighters organized into 3 flight groups. Deployment patterns reflect Beijing's strategic priorities. In the Eastern Theater Command, J-20 brigades conduct patrols over the Taiwan Strait and East China Sea, frequently shadowing US and Japanese reconnaissance aircraft. In the Southern Theater Command, J-20s became a permanent fixture over the South China Sea since 2022, projecting Chinese air power deep into contested maritime zones. In July 2025, the 172nd Air Brigade began operating the twin-seat J-20S, designed specifically for mission command, training, and network-centric warfare coordination. These forward deployments provide the PLAF with high stealth deterrent capability across the Indo Pacific, enhancing ability to enforce air defense identification zones and challenge adversarial intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance operations. U.S. Air Force assessment. Pentagon officials have offered measured assessments of the J-20 threat. General Kenneth Wilsbach, Pacific Air Force's commander, stated in 2023 that the J-20 is not a dominating aircraft at this point, compared to American capabilities. He noted the J-20 wasn't anything to lose a lot of sleep over, but acknowledged China was flying it pretty well. In March 2022, Wilsbach revealed that J-20s and F-35s had their first ever encounter in the East China Sea. He stated, "We got relatively close to the J-20s along with our F-35s in the East China Sea, and we're relatively impressed with the command and control associated with the J-20. That's careful diplomatic language. Relatively impressed means the J-20 performed better than expected. Air Force Chief of Staff General Charles Brown warned in 2021 that China would surpass U.S. air superiority by 2035. He stated China had created the largest aviation forces in the Pacific and did so underneath our nose. The consensus among defense analysts, in one-on-one engagements or scenarios emphasizing maneuverability and technological sophistication, the F-22 holds advantages. The F-35's sensor fusion and networking provide information dominance. But in a Taiwan scenario, J-20 advantages in range and numbers could partially offset F-22 technological superiority, especially if Chinese ground-based sensors support J-20 operations within China's integrated air defense umbrella. The J-20 was designed for anti-access area denial. Its mission: deter U.S. forces operating near China's periphery. It intercepts tankers and ISR aircraft at distance, protects Chinese naval assets, contests airspace over the Taiwan Strait and South China Sea. The F-22 was designed to penetrate. The J-20 was designed to prevent penetration. The J-20S successfully transforms China's air combat capability from platform-centric operations to network-centric warfare, leading to the first credible challenge to American air dominance in the Pacific since the Cold War. While the United States debates next-generation air dominance program costs and timelines, China is fielding 100 stealth fighters annually and operationalizing manned-unmanned teaming concepts. While America's F-22 fleet ages without replacement and F-35 production struggles with availability issues, China expands J-20 deployment across all 5 theater commands. The Pacific has become the world's most contested airspace. 2 stealth giants, the F-22 and J-20, represent opposing superpowers with fundamentally different strategic philosophies. America seeks global air superiority. China pursues regional air denial. The J-20S embodies that strategy. Extended range to threaten U.S. bases and enablers, manned-unmanned teaming to multiply combat effects, production numbers that could overwhelm limited American forward-deployed assets in protracted conflict. U.S. military planners understand the threat. That's why next-generation air dominance received priority funding, why collaborative combat aircraft development accelerated, why forward basing in the Pacific expanded. The question isn't whether the J-20S threatens U.S. air supremacy. It does. The question is whether America can field enough 6th-generation fighters, loyal wingman drones, and forward-deployed capabilities to maintain decisive advantage when China operates from interior lines with numerical superiority. The answer to that question will determine who controls Pacific skies through 2050.